Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is our review for season 2, of Love and Listings. I reviewed like 1 or 2 episodes of season 1, and then I stopped watching it, but it got good, and I started watching it again, but I didn't keep reviewing it. But I'm gonna review the whole season of season 2. Unless y'all don't watch it. I'm at a point now. Any video that's less than 1,000 views, I'm not reviewing it anymore. That's my new rule. But first things first, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Now come with me now. We got an exercise to do now, Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Remember to relax, to relate, to release, and center yourself, because we all know what? It's a lot going on in the world today that we got to sometimes remember to breathe, You can also like this video, comment in the comment section, share it on your social media by hitting the share button. Make sure to hit the notification bell because it lets you know when I have new content. Also follow me on IG and Twitter at J_Lees_Corner because I have stuff on there too. And when YouTube being funny acting and don't say, hey, she got a new video up, I tell you, I have new content up. I put that every day on my Twitter and my Facebook. Twitter and my IG. But let's get started. So it seems this is about a year or so later than the last time we seen, what was going on or whatever. So because from when they filmed season 1 to we seen season 1 to them airing season 2, it's probably been over a year. At least it's probably like a year and a half or whatever. So we see somewhere, Taylor out here. I guess she's still working. I don't know why, because she's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? She up here showing the house. She brings up how she is now working on leasing spaces and not just selling houses, because if she worked with people who are leasing, which just means renting. Then, once they're ready to buy, they kind of come back to her. That's smart, That is very, very smart, because that's true. The person I was working with when I was looking to move to rent somewhere else, that's who I'm going to go to when I buy. So she's pretty smart. Don't let people say, oh, they're leasing. Leasing just means you're renting. It's still a monthly fee. Let's just say that. Anyway, we then see her and Ajane are hanging out. I'm looking like, oh, well, that's surprising. Her and Ajane had issues on season 1. They didn't get along too much, mainly because she was a bitch. She is young and immature, and she's still young and immature, but I digress, But Ajane brings up how over the past year, they have found a common ground. They have put their differences aside or whatever. They've grown. And so they, they cool now, whatever. So they sitting around chit-chatting, jaw-jacking or whatever. Ajane brings up how for her it's been a little bit more difficult or whatever. She is having issues closing deals, but she's working more on selling homes and not leasing apartments and condos and houses or whatever. But again, she's like, I'm going to still be at it to get what I can do or whatever, and let that be that. Now, she also brings up how it's been difficult following the fallout with her and Andrew's situation. Now Andrew was a realtor who is on the season. We'll see him later on. But last season, she said they messed around, even though he had a whole fiance. Now, he say she lying, she's a whole lie. Nothing ever happened. We had nothing, you know what I'm saying? He kept saying that, but she kept saying, nah, we was. And it did seem like something went on or whatnot, and he just keeps denying it, so we know he lying, and he ain't gonna ever fess up to it, because again, he was engaged, and he did bring it up to his girlfriend, or fiance at the time, that, someone said I messed, with her, but I haven't. But we believe he did. We really believe he did. Now, Taylor feel like, well, you should confront him, in public. Y'all should have a whole conversation or whatever. I can start off the conversation for you. I can do that, but you should talk to him in public. This is why I say she's immature, because my thing is she always wants some kind of public thing to go down. But you know what I'm saying? At least them two get along for now. And then we see Lil Suge. Lil Suge Still out here working though with, now, you know what I'm saying, Jacob. His name, girl. His name is Jacob. And you know what I'm saying, he is now a licensed realtor. Now we know on season 1, honey, he kept having to take the realtor exam. You know what I'm saying? He was failing once and failing twice and failing however many more times or whatnot. But he is now licensed. He got his license. He can sell houses. And he also has a whole new girlfriend. And not only that, his girlfriend, Angie, is pregnant with his first child. Now let me just say, Angie looks older than his mother, okay? His mother is on the bottom, okay? His baby mama is up top, okay? I'm like, look, Angie looks older than his mother, okay? His mother's name, what's his mama's name? What's the mama's name? I forgot. But anyway, Stormy. Her name is Stormy. So I'm like, the mama looks good, okay? Because he's only 23, but mama looks good. And mama looks younger than the pregnant Angie or whatever. But again, him and Angie were dating for a few months, and then boom, she was pregnant. I'm looking like, well, what you expect? Okay, now he was talking to Taylor later on in the episode or whatever, and she's like, was the baby planned? He say, no, not at all, but we was having a whole bunch of sex. Was you using condoms? He like, no, I was pulling out. Oh, your pull-out game was weak. Look, people have to understand, pulling out is not a method of protection from getting pregnant or STDs. Okay? Because if you don't get a KID, you can still get AID. So put on a condom. Okay? Anyway, so, he admits, at 23 years old and becoming a dad is scary. Okay, it's real scary. Now we did see his auntie, who I didn't get her picture, but his auntie was talking to him or whatever, like, you should make sure to get along with Angie, whatever, because y'all need to be together, or y'all need to raise the child together. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what they say about black men get a girl pregnant and then leave them. I said, then why the fuck would you say that? Now, first of all, honestly, look ghetto. Okay, that gotta be the Suge side. Okay, the Suge side, but I digress. All races of men have gotten someone pregnant and left them alone, not just black men. So please miss me with the bullshit of that. Okay, anyway, he said, look, I get it. My dad has seven baby mamas, and he was always gone. So I get it. I want to be there for my child. Me having a kid is my chance at starting a whole new thing for myself, and I want to do that or whatever. Now we also see him getting a call from his dad. Now we know Suge Knight is locked up in prison, probably forever. And you know what I'm saying, he brings up how he was not that close. No, not that he wasn't that close, but him and Suge wasn't talking too much before he went away, and then he went to prison, and then he didn't talk to Dad for like 3 years when he first went away. But now they talk pretty much every day or whatever. And you know what I'm saying, seeing Suge giving father advice to his son from prison is weird, okay? Because again, I don't think Suge was a good father. Suge wasn't even a good person, okay? And the fact of the matter, I don't think he's the one to give out. He had 7 baby mamas, and he wasn't fully around any of the children, okay? But him telling Jacob, this is your chance to be a good father, you know what I'm saying? And this is your chance to be around your daughter, because they having a girl, to be around your daughter as she grows up. So it's a good thing. His advice was like, don't do what I did, you know what I'm saying? Be around, be a good father, unlike me, okay? Now he also brings up how if old girl Angie wasn't pregnant, they would not be together, okay? And I'm like, look, people need to stop making people feel like when you get someone pregnant that you have to be in a relationship with them. That isn't necessarily true. You do not have to be in a relationship with somebody to be a good parent. When we force people who don't really supposed to be like married or a couple to be a couple, they fuss and they fight, and that affects the child, and then one or the other don't want to be bothered at all, and that's when the parenthood breaks up. You should be able to know, okay, look, I got her pregnant, oops, or he got me pregnant, oops, I don't want to be with them, but let's be co-parents. We can be great co-parents even if I'm not with you as you my boyfriend or my girlfriend. That's what we need to explain when that happens, okay? When that happens. Anyway, so we then see who's up next. Oh, we see Zach, okay? Handsome as Zach. Zach is very handsome. Look. He is a bit of a I won't say he's misogynistic, but he's a bit of a playboy, okay? Because he's so handsome, he feel like I don't really have to be nice to people if I don't want to be with them or whatever. I can play you like he did Samantha. But we see Zach is golfing with who? Samantha and Eric. And I ain't got Eric's picture yet because Eric is a B character, whatever. But him and Samantha is hanging around at the golf course, and Eric is also there. Now both Zach and Samantha, both realtors, of course, and they both bring up how they're both branching out within the business or whatever. Zach used to fully deal with like athletes because he used to play football, and he would, get athlete clients or whatever to the houses. She was working with this whoever, but she is now doing also developers. She's not just going for like residential things. She wants to work with developers to do that as well because it's more lucrative, okay? And he's like, I'm going to get out there more and not just work with athletes. I want to work with athletes, actors, this and that and this, because I have to broaden my horizon, okay? Now, Zach is now single. Okay, in the last season, Zach was dating Kat, who used to mess with Ryan from Black King Crew. Yep, she went from Black King Crew, Chicago, and she was on here last season because she was dating Zach, and now they're not together, and now she ain't on here or whatever. And, Zach and Samantha dated like 4 years ago, and, they broke up or whatever. And then last season, she thought he wanted to kick it with her, but he did not because he was dating Kat, and he was very, very like, matter of factly, I don't want you, you know what I'm saying? They were like assholes to each other. She would say things, he would say things, but when he told her, you could not even get my dick hard, I said, oh, your dick didn't get hard, huh? To me, that was a low blow. And for you to tell me that I can't get you hard means you ain't like me enough to no. We could never be like in a relationship, okay? But they both have grown over this year. They're friends now. They've rebuilt their friendship. I think the best thing that could have happened to this show was the space in between season 1 and season 2, okay? It gave them time to grow up. Anyway, we do see they are not flirting with each other because again, he's single, she's single, they used to date, and there's chemistry here, okay? But I don't care about childish flirting, okay? If ain't nothing gonna come of it, so we'll see what happens with that next. Okay, now we do see Zach has a celebrity client, okay? A whole celebrity client. I need to move her picture over though because it wasn't where it was supposed to be. And it's Vivica Fox, okay? Vivica A. Fox is his client who was looking for a new house. Now he said, I got a big, client now, and she's a big star. But he said, she's a big star on Empire. She's a high commodity making big money. I say, no, she's not. Vivica is a big star. She's a legend in this game and everything. At the same time, she was down the big star on Empire, and Empire is now canceled. But I mean, she's still doing things here and there, so she's still the Vivica A. Fox, okay? Now, she's looking for a new home in LA, okay? And her budget for a new house is between $2 to $8 million. I feel like that's a budget you give when you have no idea what you want and you want to floss. You want to floss at something, okay? But I'm like, does she really have? Is she paid like that? I just wonder. Because she's been around for a while. She probably get residuals from, like, Independence Day. And probably been soul food. You know what I'm saying? She has done... Okay, she got $2 She got $2 million. Anyway, the first house he take her to, she didn't like, okay? At all. It was built in 1933. She said, I don't like old houses. I like new houses. The closet was too small. And it didn't fit her, okay? She's like, I don't want that. Now, the second house he took her to, which is a house that Russell Westbrook had for sale. It was for sale for a bit over $5.3 million, and she loved it. It had great closets, it had great views, it had a lot of space. It was an amazingly beautiful house, so much so that while she was looking at it, let me step outside and call my people. I need to call my business people or whatever, and she go outside with a phone call and come back in. Like, you know what I'm saying? We will be in touch pretty quickly, which means she wants a house. Now, I don't know if she got the house, because we didn't see that. We didn't see no paperwork yet, okay? But I do see that she supposedly will be on another episode. So I'm looking like, did she get booked on this as talent? Girl, we got to look on that. But again, the house was absolutely, I was like, I want to move in, okay? But I don't have a $5.3 million to move in there. Like, that's just not gonna happen on my watch. Anyway, okay, we then see Sarah. Now, Sarah is another realtor who I'm gonna say she's a B character. Okay, we see Eric, who I also believe is a B character, and then they're meeting up with Samantha, okay? Now, the fact that Sarah in the blue, so I'm doing good now as a realtor. I also have a daughter now. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a baby, oh my god. Bitch, it was a dog, okay? A whole dog in a stroller, okay? A little pug. Look, I am not an animal person. I think it's weird when people call dog they children. Not even that, but like I have a daughter. No, I'm not a pet person. I don't like it. It's weird to me. Now my brother and my sister-in-law has a dog who they say, oh, that's our baby. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. But that's not my nephew. It's Brooks. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a pet person, at all. But I'm like, get that damn dog out that damn stroller. Anyway, we see them all chit-chatting or whatever, and then, Samantha brings up how Zach and her have been flirting or whatever, how Zach be sending her these little voice recordings and saying stuff, she be saving it. And so she plays one for them where Zach is like, I was looking at you today, I just wanted to kiss you. Like, I just had this urge to kiss you. It's like, I think that is so cute, oh my god. And she's like, but I think it's cute, but last year was a little weird or whatever. So like, why now? Like, I don't know why he doing it or whatever. I think first of all, it's childish to be up here playing voice recordings. But I mean, that's what Samantha do, so I'm not surprised. Now, she also has an open house that everyone is invited to, okay? And then we see Sarah and Eric talking to Zach, okay, telling Zach, hey, so like, are you gonna ask Sam out? He's like, well, what you talking about? Oh, well, she let us hear that voice recording of you want to kiss her. And I'm like, see, you can't keep water down, okay? And it's that, like, I know anything I say, could be used against me or whatever. So I'm not surprised that she, took that and let people hear it. Because again, it's because of what he did to her last season. And he wasn't mad about it or whatever. He's like, okay, it's cute. So we then see Zach and Samantha go upstairs, like do some little viewing of the house. The house was really pretty. I only have pictures of the outside because I don't do inside. But the house outside, I'm like, well, it's nice. I like the structure of it. Now we know them cars out front is probably rented. You know what I'm saying? I know because I watch Listen LA. And on that show, they show how when they have listings for apartments and or houses, and they're doing showings, they will put nice fancy cars out front so that people can see, oh, this is the fancy stuff. But I like the look of this house on the outside, and it was pretty spacious on the inside, okay? So as Zach and Samantha is up top on that little balcony, talking, you know what I'm saying? He like, I know that you showed them or let them hear the little voice thing or whatever, and that's cool, that's cool or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But what's up with me and you? Well, that, why now? You know what I'm saying? Like, why now? Like, I'm like, girl, why not? You wanted him last year when he wasn't single. I don't get how she wanted him before when he wasn't available, and she was upset that he acted that way, but now that he wants to be with you, you like, well, why you want to be with me now? Because now he's single. And he also brought up how, we've grown, you know what I'm saying, it's been a while since we dated and whatnot, and I feel the time is right, and I think we both feeling each other. And that's the thing, she likes him too, but I feel like because she thought he liked her last year, and she was made a fool of, she don't want to be a fool again. So she's making sure to be careful, to be real careful. But girl, go ahead and give in, which we know she will. Now, we do see Taylor and Jacob on their way to the party. We don't care that much. Jacob ends up leaving because why? His baby mama goes into labor. So he gone from the party. Now we do see Ajane is there, and she brings up it's gonna be awkward, having to be around Andrew. Because she's not seen him in a while. Now we know when the show starts shooting again and they have these cast scenes, she would have to be around him because he's still a cast member or whatever. Now we also see Taylor, and she brings up how Taylor's ass is adding extra pressuring me to confront Andrew, but that's kind of just not what I want to do right now, okay? And then we see Andrew gets there, okay? Andrew's there, and Andrew, he still looks smug as a bug in a rug or whatnot. And I mean, I'm like, I guess so, if you wanted to be that way. Now he bring up how him and the girl got married, okay? They're not husband and wife, and how they are working on or talking about starting a family and want kids. And I said, oh, really? And we see that he walks in with a bunch of women. Okay, now he has a whole new team, and the team he has is 3 women, 3 young women. And I'm like, mm. And when Ajane sees, like, you know what, it's just sickening to see that he might be manipulating them the same way he did me. I'm saying, and that's what he do. He surrounds himself with women to make himself feel better, and he just kind of, I'm saying, it's a sliminess about him. And when he was talking to them, he did say something like, I'm saying, yeah, it just feels good coming out my mouth. I'm looking like, what does? This is nasty, okay? Anyway, but she's not talking to him. She just sent herself in the confessional. Now, we see everyone's talking. Taylor then asks Andrew, oh, so how's your girl doing? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with that? He's like, well, yeah, we got married and we're thinking about having kids or whatever. Oh, yeah, because it's like you guys, like, secretly got married. I'm like, I mean, this because you wasn't invited and they were engaged. How was it a secret? What the fuck? Okay? But as he's talking to Taylor, you know, odd is right there. Taylor feels like her bringing up his wife was cold to Ajane to then bring up, well, you was fucking me too, though, so what's going on with that? But Ajane's like, she's just like, you can tell she don't want to be there. You can tell she feels awkward. And she brings up how, I'm saying, I'm at a point of wanting to confront him, yes, but at the same time, I don't want to be this big blow up where I get emotional, whatever, because I don't want it to seem like I care. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he deserves even the notion that I might care. He don't deserve that, so I don't want to deal with it. I'ma leave it be. Okay, so Ajane walks away and she goes to the bathroom, and then Taylor comes in there with her, and Ajane and Taylor has a confrontation. Now Taylor, who I told y'all before, to me is very immature. Okay, I think she's very, very immature. And then in the bathroom, you know, she brings up how well, why did you confront him? And Ajane said, well, because they got married, so clearly she don't care about the rumor, so I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying, be caring about it anymore. I'm just done. I'm done. Taylor motherfucking ass then goes into a whole tailspin. Taylor mad as if she is fucking Andrew too, and she needs someone to stand up for her. It's the weirdest shit. You know what I'm saying? You need to clear it up. You know, you're okay with people thinking you're a liar. You know, why are you not defending yourself? That's a slap in the face to not defend yourself like I defended you, you know what I'm saying? And I like her response was, people gonna think what they want to think, you know what I'm saying? And I have given myself permission to not give more energy to the situation and to move on from it, because he will never apologize. He will never give me the truth. He's going to continue to lie, so why should I be the one to keep harping on it? Like, there's no point in talking to him. And she's right. Once you realize that someone will keep lying and you will look like the fool, you leave it be. You spoke your piece. He spoke his piece. She had some proof too that they was hanging out or whatever. So I mean, she's right. There's no point in me talking to him because he will never admit it. You know what I'm saying? And that I just look like I'm the person who cares too damn much. And he's married to the girl now. Like, what's the point of keep fussing about it or whatever? Taylor's girl, I'm calling her monkey. Taylor punk ass went on, you're not protecting yourself, you're not defending those girls downstairs, you're not standing up for people who have been in your position and were too scared to stand up for themselves. You are being weak and it looks like you are the liar. I said, this bitch here. And when she said that, I say, bitch, what? First of all, it ain't her job. She ain't Captain Save Them Hoes. That ain't what she there for.
She is the only person that she has to worry about. And for you to say that, you know what I'm saying, she is not you're not standing up for people who have been in your position who are too scared to stand up for themselves. How do you know that she's not scared to keep doing this? Like, why? And who talks to their friend that way? I wanted to punch Taylor in her throat. Okay, dead in the throat. Okay, right here. Okay, it was the way she was going off. She was going off as if Ajane was wrong, because she's done with a situation, okay? And you can tell something happened to Taylor that she don't want to talk about, okay? And she's taking that anger out on who? On Ajane, okay? So Taylor, shut the fuck up. Anyway, Ajane the whole time was calm, while Taylor is acting childish, messy, petty, and just teen too much, okay? So when Ajane calmly says, you know what I'm saying, look,
Maybe you need all that, but I don't, okay? He doesn't define me or my business, and I'm not going to keep going through all this bullshit or whatever. And then she walks away. Now, she walks away. You're weak. You know, you're a liar, says this bitch right here, okay? And they was like, whatever, you know, and they were kind of going back and forth, whatever. You can then hear them yelling and fussing, you know, out at the party because it was getting loud at this point. But at the end of the day, Taylor came in there on some bullshit, and someone needs to do what they need to trip her down some stairs. That's like some carpeted stairs that she don't hurt herself. But they still trip her down some stairs. It's carpet again, and she should like break a toe, okay, or a nail. This is a nail anyway, and that's how it went off. I don't like Taylor. I don't. I didn't like her last season, and she still is as childish and immature now as she was then. Anyway. That was the whole episode. We will see what happens next week. I am Jay Lee. This is JLeesCorner. Peace.